Okay, so these are going to be my rosettes. I'm going to do them, I'm actually going to do 4 in blue and 3 in green because I didn't have enough of this blue to make all 7. So these are cut, these are 12-inch wide pieces of paper, and they're cut at 1.5 inches wide. And I'm doing that because I want my rosette to be right about little bit under 3 inches once I cut the edge with this Martha Stewart punch, and then get it all put together. It'll be probably about 2 3/4 inches. So if you want your rosette to be 4 inches, divide that in half. You're going to need to cut your pieces of paper in strips of 2 inches. You want 2 at 2 inches. Okay. 2 strips of 12 at 2 inches. Or if you do 8.5 by 11 paper, you could do 11-inch long paper too. That's fine. That little inch isn't gonna do anything. So I'm just gonna punch these really quickly, and then I'll show you how to put the rosette together. And again, you don't have to punch the edge, but it does give it kind of a nice effect. You can leave, I have made them where I've left the edge just completely straight, and that's nice too. But since this one's for me, I thought it would be pretty to do the edge. So I'm going to do the other edge, and then I'll be right back and show you the next step. Okay, so now that I have my 2 strips, this is going to make 1 rosette. So I have my 2 strips. Now I'm going to score them. I'm going to put them on my scoreboard, and I'm going to score them every 1/2 inch. So all the way down the length, I'm going to make a score line at 1/2 inch. Okay? Okay, so the next thing that you're going to do once you get it scored all the way down, you're going to accordion fold it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just like that, all the way down, and kind of smush it as you go so it gets folded real good. Okay, so that's going to start your rosette. So you're going to do that on both pieces. Then once you get both pieces done, then you're going to take one of them and you're going to cut it in half, because you're not going to use, you don't need to use the full piece for the on the rosette. You can use both, but or the full 12 inches or 24 inches, but you don't need to. So I'm going to then take this half piece, and I'm going to trim it up here a little bit and get some of these little white edges off. Couple places I messed up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm just going to glue the ends together. So I'm going to glue, I think I'm in the frame, I'm just going to squirt some glue down on the edge here, and I'm just going to glue these 2 ends together just like that. Just like that, and I'm going to cut this edge kind of at an angle, just so that you don't really see it once you get it on your tag. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this edge. Put glue on it, and then put the edge together just like that. Push it together until it dries, and then again I'm going to cut it just at an angle so I don't get, it just makes it less bulky. Okay, so now this is what you have. You have a long piece of paper, and we're going to make it into a rosette, but the first thing you need to do is turn on your hot glue gun. I like using a hot glue gun. It just makes it a lot faster, or a lot easier. You can use E6000, but it just takes forever for it to dry. So I like using the hot glue gun. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to need a couple pieces of paper, just a small piece of paper, and you can use a circle punch or whatever you want. I'm going to use a circle punch. I'm just going to punch a circle. You're not going to see this piece of paper, so it can be out of anything. If you have some scratch paper, it can be out of whatever you need it to, whatever you have. Okay, so there's a little 1 inch, or I don't know what size this is, 1 1/4 inch round piece of paper. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to do is make sure your glue gun is hot, and I think mine is good. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of squish it together in the center. See, I'm going to fold it all together here and see if I can get it to do it. Okay. And what you're going to do is kind of push the center in on itself. Takes a little bit of practice, but it eventually will do it. You might have to kind of work with it a little bit, but eventually it'll kind of come together. Okay, see, so that's how it is. And I'm going to put the white, I'm going to hold it together with this little white piece of paper, and so now I have it kind of all smushed together into the rosette shape. And I'm sorry, my hand's in the way, but once you get it, you want to push the center together really tight, like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold it with this hand, and with your right hand you're going to squirt a little bit of hot glue right in the center, just like, I don't know if I can show you, just like that. Hopefully you can see that. And then you're going to put, I got to keep it held together, you're going to put this piece of paper right over that so that it looks like that. Okay? And that's going to help hold your rosette into the shape of a rosette, just like that. Okay, and it's still going to be kind of, see how it kind of still flips out? What I'm going to do is open it a little bit and stick some glue right in the center, and then close it together like that. Well, you can see, and a little bit of the glue is going to come out of the center. What I do is I give it a little bit of time to kind of cool down, and then I'll push that off or pick that off just like that. Okay, and that's your rosette. And again, you don't have to do the edge, but the edge, you know, if you have a edge punch, it gives it a nice little effect. Okay, so that's how you make a rosette. Okay, so I got all my rosettes made, and I'm just going to put one of the banner together for you. I'm going to do, this one isn't going to have a letter on it, so I'm just going to put a rosette on it. So I'm going to just hot glue it on here, and I'm just going to try to center it left and right, and then get it on the tag where I want it. Okay, so there's the first one, and I'm just going to leave this blank. I'm not going to put anything on there. And then this is going to be the next tag, this one, or the next, yeah, tag of the banner, flag, I'm sorry. And I'm going to put a green one on this one. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hot glue, a little bit of hot glue, and then I'm just going to try to center it left to right. And then on the bottom, I just want to make sure I have the same amount of room on the bottom. And then I'm going to put the letter on, and I'm going to put the letter B. And I'm actually going to do this with foam tape instead of the glue gun. I just like that it pops it up a little bit. You do have to put quite a bit on because of the way that the rosette is. So, sorry if that's out of the frame. Okay. And then I just have to pull the back off. Probably should have done this without camera. That. I'm sorry, I should have turned the camera off and done that, but okay, now I'm just going to center my bee onto my rosette here. Hopefully that's in the camera. Center it on there the best I can. And that's what it looks like. Okay, so I'll do the rest of them, and then I'll, once I get it hung up, I'll video it so that you guys can see what it looks like. So here's my finished banner. I'm trying to back up slow so I don't lose any of it. There it is. It says Brave. And I really like how it turned out. It's kind of a close-up of the one tag, and there's the other colored tag. So there it is. You can go to my blog and see more pictures of it, close-up pictures of it if you want, and I'll put the sizes on my blog too. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.